title of his speech is Pick Up Your Mat and Walk. Pick up your mat and walk. Done.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and our guests. It's an honor to be here, and I want to thank my evaluator, Toastmaster Angela, for this opportunity. Pick up your mat and walk. Toastmaster Solo, can you get what you're seated on and just bring it over to me? Thank you very much. Toastmaster Solo has picked up his mat and he has walked. The phrase I'm talking about today, pick up your mat and walk, has been used for so many centuries, and it dates back to the New Testament when Jesus moved around healing and making miracles. It's a phrase that is very powerful yet sounds so simple, that can change the trajectory of our lives. A story is told in the New Testament. I'll not be spiritual, so don't worry about that. The story is told that as Jesus walked, he encountered a man that had lain on the pool for so many years, waiting for his day of miracle. All he needed to do was fall into the pool, but he had failed over so many encounters. But when Jesus encountered him, he picked up his mat and walked. Let's face it, life can sometimes give us lemons. And sometimes it does not give us a recipe to make lemonade juice out of these lemons. What am I trying to talk about? As we go through life, we encounter so many challenges. These challenges can sometimes be can affect our lives so much that we can feel so depressed, so powerless, and paralyzed like the man in the story. Think about it. How many times you've been down because of these challenges? But like the man in the Bible, we all have the power and the ability to pick up our mats and walk. Now, what does it mean for us to pick up our mats? It seems so simple, but it is something so hard. I know many of us here go to the gym, we work out. Have you ever had a very hard gym session that you could not pick up the yoga mat after? So picking up your mat and walk is not just a simple phrase, but it is something that requires us to take responsibility of our situations. We have it within ourselves to create the change that we desire and that we want. But we must take an action. Many of us just lie back and we imagine that someone else out there will come and pick up our mats for us and walk. No one else can. There's a famous saying, "Tusaba government yetuyambe." The government cannot come and pick up your mat and make you walk for yourself. So during the journey of life, the challenges come to us, and we have the obligation to pick up our mats and walk. When I was doing my senior 6, I knew very well that my parents could not afford university education. I remember my mocks, I performed so poorly. I was so disappointed. I felt like a failure. I saw my life ending just after senior 6. But I had a choice to take. I had to pick up my mat and walk so that I do well in my exams. So many of us have different types of mats that we have. For example, we have a mat of doubt, fear, glossophobia, that's the fear of public speaking. Many of us here fear to speak in public. But it's upon us to pick up these mats and walk. But colleagues, as you're walking, like this paralyzed man in the Bible, you will definitely stumble. I imagine that when he woke up, he had not walked for his entire life, so his feet did not have the energy to keep him walking. So he must have stumbled along the way. So stumbling is a fall in the right step. You cannot stumble if you've not tried to walk. A famous writer called Charles Kettering said, "I have not seen anyone stumbling without walking or while sitting down." So we need to know that we cannot pick up our mats if we fear also stumbling. So colleagues, the phrase "pick up your mat and walk," I've brought it here today to remind us that each and every one of us has the power, the determination, and the courage to forge ahead. Even in these times that are hard, many of us would be going through a lot of uncertainty because of the restructuring of government or because of the challenges that we all have. But it's now the time to pick up our mats and walk and take the decisions that will shape our future into a future of
Success.
a future of yes. Once we can have hope, success and determination and positivity in everything we do, I can assure you that we shall forge a way forward. Just like how I decided to read tirelessly, I spent sleepless nights in my senior 6 vacation to make sure that I performed very well, and I was able to be taken to government on scholarship. I mean to university on scholarship. Thank you very much, fellow Toastmasters, and let's remember to do what? I've not heard you. Let's remember to do what?
Pick up our mats and walk.
Thank you very much.